You Talk family, what go on? What go on? This your boy D and E with another live show with You Talk. And y'all know how we start every show. It ain't no us. Without you, baby.
You already know.
Kane Nation, what's going on? What's going on, Kane Nation, man? What's going on? Happy Friday, happy week to everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody doing good. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about tonight, E. Gray. A lot to talk about.
That we do. You know, unexpectedly, it just, just keeps being more topics, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, like I'm telling everybody, man, you know how that. Let me start off by giving my homeboy a shout out, man. Shout out to my dog, my super producer, man. Mr. King Judge in the building.
K Production in the building.
King Judge, what's going on, man? What it do? What's up, big dog? How you doing, King Judge? Let's get into it, E. Gray. Big news of the week. Mr. Blake Baker him fail. Mr. Blake Baker him fail. Finally. Had the fellas, man, hit me up, man. I told them, man, stop texting me. Stop texting me, man. I don't want to know what's going on until it's official. And they told me, man, he was gone, E. They say he out of there. And I want to know what your thoughts is, man. Finally.
No, I was surprised that you didn't even call me, man. I figured you were so excited. You know what I mean? I said, boy, he's so excited he couldn't even call a brother. You might have went streaking, you know what I'm saying, in your neighborhood or something, man.
Man.
But, I mean, when they started talking about the whole LSU thing, it didn't surprise me. So I said, you know what, that must be in the mix. And it's just another case of your boy Manny looking out for his boy, the little easy handoff instead of just cutting them on the chopping block. You know what I mean?
Right,
but
right.
It is what it is, wishing well, good riddance. But now, Manny, what you going to do, Manny? You already say you calling the defense, but you got a guy like Ed Reed that's been screaming that he is a coach. He's there. He's the chief of staff. You bring him on and say, you and T-Rob, y'all coordinate this thing and, I call the plays or however you want to do it. Make them co-coordinate.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it ain't no more scapegoats now. No more scapegoats. I mean, everybody talking about, man, he got rid of Blake. He finally did what he's supposed to do, but he wouldn't have got rid of Blake if Blake wouldn't have got a job or they wouldn't have took him at LSU. That was the whole thing. He was holding on to him until.
That's what I'm saying, the little easy handoff.
Exactly. Little easy switcheroo.
Looking
out for his homeboy, man. And again, man, like, I want to see what Manny gonna do. I'm like you. You calling the defense. I mean, I don't think we should bring in a defensive coordinator. Hey, keep it just the way it is until T-Rod, if you're gonna promote him. But right now, man, let's just go with what we got, Egret.
Bring in Ed Reed. Maybe we revisit it next year as far as the title, but allow him and T-Rob the co-coordinate. Just how he had Blake Baker and Banda. You know what I'm saying? They were co-coordinators, right?
Right.
And one of them calls the plays, but you can let Ed Reed and my man T-Rob coordinate. And man, if you want to call the plays during the game, call the damn play. Shit, But I'm like you. We don't need to go outside and bring nobody else in. Damn that.
Right. I mean, because I want to see him as, being the defensive coordinator potentially anyways. T-Rod, man. And I'm hearing a lot about Travis Williams, man. The former linebackers coach from Auburn, man. They're saying that T-Rob is pushing for him to come in too, man. I think he was there for like 3 or 4 years over there with Auburn. I know up until this year, man, so I don't think that he re-signed with Auburn. So they're talking about possibly bringing him in as the linebackers coach as well, man.
Yeah. Well, the more smarter minds, the more brilliant minds, the more the merrier.
Most definitely.
I know you. And I'm surprised that you just so laid back. You ain't smiling enough. I thought you would just be grinning from ear to ear that your boy gone. You and everybody else been calling for big tickets gone.
Hey, here it is, Egret. Hey, let's shout out some of the people, man. Shout out to you Goldwire. What's going on? Josh Ayers, man. George Diaz, he back in the building. Josh Ayers, what it do, man? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Man, we ain't seen George in a long time, man. Like, when the last time we heard from George, man? E. Gray. I mean, I want to say it was before the Miami Dolphins, man, got put out the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Oh, but they didn't even make the playoffs. Did they make the playoffs, E. Gray?
No, they didn't.
No. I didn't think this.
About making the playoffs.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome back, George, man. I hope all is well with you, George, man. You know, we've been looking for you, man. Yeah, what's going on, George? What's good? But the next topic, though, E, man, I want to ask you something, too, man. And no, E, as far as Blake Baker, you know, I don't hate the man, E. I don't know him personally. I'm just saying this is a businessman of productivity, man, and he didn't get it done. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wish him the best wherever he goes at. But, I mean, the defense was terrible, E. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know me, statistically, I know a lot of the guys, man, like to deal with stats. If you want to look at the stats, we was terrible last year in defense, not only by the stats, but the eye test as well. We were terrible, E. And I don't wish him no bad, man, but he just, like I say, he can go on, man. We didn't need him at the University of Miami, man. He didn't get the job done.
It's results-oriented business, man. Results-oriented. And he wasn't giving us the results, especially in the big games. In the big games, the results were not there, man.
Most definitely.
So it was too lopsided for my liking. And, you know, good riddance. He's gone. He landed on his feet. Goodbye.
Most definitely. Let's talk about some transfers, man. I see, you know, I can't get a straight answer with this, E, man. And, you know, I see guys like they report stuff, man. And, again, I don't know what's actually going on yet with Nkosi. I hear that he's backed out of the transfer portal, but some is saying that he's going to graduate and then transfer. I seen that your favorite quarterback prospect that we got about 2 years ago, Tate Martell. I see he's back in the he's back in the transfer portal, and I see that Robert Burns is in the transfer portal. So we got like 3 guys. Can anybody tell me what's actually going on with Nkosi Perry? What have you heard, E?
I haven't heard too much of nothing other than the fact that he's probably gone. I heard that right around the time when Robert Burns, you know, when that news came out, and I wish the young fella well. That backfield was a little too crowded for him, and he's just being a realist with himself. He just see the talent in front of him, because he was number 3, and then he dropped down to number 4. He said, "Hell, shit, I ain't getting no burn."
Right.
So Burns wasn't gonna get burned. That's ironic. I ain't mean for that to correlate, but it is what it is. But you know, like I told you about with Nkosi, you know, like George just said, he probably will graduate and then transfer. I think he's all but gone. It would have been good to keep him there. Like I said, another body in that quarterback room. But, you know, we got quarterbacks. We can roll with what we got. I think we'll be fine.
Most definitely, man. You know, I guess I was saying, man, like you say, we going into that first game of the season, man. I just would want an experienced guy behind De'Aaron if De'Aaron isn't going to be healthy, you know, just in case. Hopefully De'Aaron King is healthy. But it was just the fact of just wishing that he would come back and stay, man. But I wish all of those guys the best. That is in the transfer portal, man. And, man, T-Rob, man, is putting his stamp on this program already, man. I mean, great, man. I mean, I know you done seen Tariq Stevenson coming from Georgia. And like I say, he was a prospect of ours back in like 2019. And he's also got the kid that's, I think his name is Jaheim Singletary. He's like a 5-star cornerback that's, he's not committed to Ohio State, but he's a prospect of theirs that's saying that since the hiring of T-Rob that he's considering Miami, the U now too, man. He want to see what's going on with the U. So, I mean, T-Rob already done made a big splash, E-Gray.
So is that one that hasn't committed yet that plans on signing in February next week?
Yeah, I think that is him. His name is Jaheim Singletary.
It's another one we got. It's a defensive tackle that we were trying to get, and now he's interested in us. I just saw that the other day. Just saw that today, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Let's see if I can. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, Savion Collins.
Savion, well, he was initially committed to us. What he did? Decommitted?
He was initially committed, and then he said he backed out.
Really?
Yeah, but now, you know, he thinking about picking us on commitment day, on signing day.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember him, man. I thought he was still signed with us. I didn't know. Josh Ayers, what you say? DE, who's starts if King can't go? Word is TVD, knows the playbook front to the back and can make all the throws. Hey.
That's what I'm thinking.
Josh
everything
Ayers.
I've been hearing about that kid, he legit. So, you know, he got a red shirt year up under his belt. And if King can't go, it's TBD time. That's what we picked him up for.
Well, that's what it's going to have to be now. I mean, no game experience. I mean, you know, like that's what it's got to be now. You know, again, and Coach C ain't there, so it's like you say, next man up. You know, it got to be that now. You know, I mean,
players get thrown into the fire every year, B. You know what I'm saying?
He better be ready. He better be ready, man. I mean, like I say, man, it's going to be right around the corner, E-Gray. It's going to be right around the corner. It'll get up on us real quick, man. So we'll see how that go, man. And I want to shout out all of the Tampa Bay, man, the real Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans, man. I mean, shout out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs, man. All you Chiefs fans, man. I'm talking about the real. But I'm starting to see a lot of Buck fans that I ain't seen, man. I didn't know it was this many Buck fans out here, man. I didn't know it was this many Buck fans.
I knew of a few, you know, that were diehard before. So, you know, I acknowledge them. But, you know, every year, man, you know, you get brand new fans, brand new jerseys, man. You know?
Brand new fans, brand new jerseys.
Brand new fans, brand new jerseys, man. Kansas City, take care of business, then you ain't gonna hear no more about them Tampa Bay fans that just popped up out of nowhere.
I'm rooting for Tampa Bay, man. I'm from Florida, man. I root for Tampa Bay.
I can't root for Tampa.
I can't.
They in my division.
I know, just like I can't root for Kansas City. They in my division. So, I mean, that's the same thing. That's how I feel as well, man. Brother Jay Blaze, what it do? How you doing, man? Happy Friday night to you, Jay Blaze. What's good? Thoughts about the new coaching hires, man? Bob Shoop, what do you think? Bob Shoop, man, I mean, as far as, you know, I think he was with Michigan last year. I think he was like their safeties coach. He's kind of been around, man. Been around for a while. Defensive coordinator for Mississippi State, Tennessee.
The fact they bringing in some more brilliant minds is always good. More brilliant minds in the film room, more on the practice field to coach these kids up, man. And that's what it's about. What we talked about on the other show was coaching these kids up, having the right coaches that's gonna coach these kids up. You know, pull the best out of them, man. Pull that talent out of them. That talent there is hell. You know, had the right people to pull them out. So I'm cool with all that.
Oh man, the coaching staffs look stellar on paper, don't it? I mean, can we get you know, y'all think we're gonna get the results on the field this year? I mean, I was so hyped, man, for last year, man, season to start, man. But man, I'm talking about this year, bro. Oh my God, man! Like I can't wait, bro. I want to see, is this gonna translate on the field, man? Because I mean, you got the coaches. It's gonna tell the tale, man. Is it the coaches or the talent? Are we gonna be able to get it done? Which one will it be, man? Which one will it be? Will the coaches come in, man, and be able to coach this talent up, man? That's what I want to know, E-Gray.
Coach the talent and have them prepared.
Yes.
I want the talent be prepared and kick ass on the field, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Those definitely, man.
I want to say something too while we on this subject. I'm sick and tired of these wishy-washy Hurricane fans where they claim they fans, and when the schedule came out, what was it, yesterday? The schedule came out yesterday.
About
we
2
got
or
some
3 years
wishy-washy
ago.
fans counting our losses, talking about we gonna have 6 losses, 5 losses. Mike, cut that shit. Cut it out. Just stop.
Hey, you got to be realistic though, man. I mean, I did it last year, and I'm a diehard fan. E.
6 losses.
No, not 6 losses, but I mean, I mean, E. All I'm saying is this: that 8-2 record. Well, what it was, 83 record we had this year, man, was a facade, man. That was wishy-washy.
You call it what you want to. 8-3 is 8-3. It is what it is. But I'm just not a big believer in one that's counting losses. You take 1 week at a time.
You can.
You take 1 week at a time, and you believe. You got to believe in that we going in the right direction with the program.
Yeah.
That's what I try to stay positive. I have a positive zen about myself, and I don't like the negativity being put before my canes before we even get into spring training, spring practice, and killing it. I don't like that.
That's your personal opinion, and you're entitled to that. Just like those fans are, like myself, I'm looking at certain games and hoping that we can get over the hump. I mean, just like I said last year, the 83, yeah, it is what it is. But if you think that 8-3, what happened to the games against North Carolina and the Clemsons? Those are the games that I'm focusing on, those teams. I don't care about the other games.
See, that's the point. And for me, next season, the only game that matters for me right now is Alabama. That's the first game on the schedule. Everything else, I don't care about right now.
Well, all the games matter to me. I mean, especially North Carolina, because they trampled us.
Game 1, baby. That's all I'm looking forward to is game 1.
Well,
game 1.
Jeffrey O'Neal. What's going on, Jeffrey O'Neal? Big E, please don't use Falcons' greatness analogy tonight. Trying to get a point across the... hey, listen. He good at that, man. He good at that, ain't Jeffrey?
See, I'm trying to stay positive and keep about my Canes, but they always want to bring up my Falcons. Well, that's all right. We're going to the Super Bowl next year.
Boy, y'all hear that? Y'all hear? Hey, I have nothing to say, y'all. That's
after we get Deshaun Watson, we're going to the Super Bowl. You know, everybody thinks they have a chance to get Deshaun Watson.
I mean,
Just tired of hearing about it.
But I mean, you in love with Matty Ice. You don't want Deshaun, do you, E?
Shit.
What? No. You told me Matty Ice. You know, look at his number. He's a great. Matty Ice ain't the problem. What you want Deshaun for? You got a quarterback. You got a quarterback. You don't need Deshaun.
Shit, I'm just saying.
What? What you saying?
Hey, I ain't a damn fool. Look here, man. Look, one's younger with better talent.
Listen, I wanted my dad Oakland, to be honest with you. I'm tired of Carr. I'm tired of Derek Carr. I mean, I'm taking my dad Oakland as well, man. But yeah, guys, I mean, hey, new coaches, man, at the U. We want to know what you think. Feel free to go ahead and call up, man. And I ask that you please hit that subscribe and like button. If you're in the show, man, feel free to call up, man. I'm finna put the number up on the screen, man. Telephone number is 404-462-0477. If you want to call up and talk to us, man, call up and tell us what you think about everything that has been transpiring over the last 2 weeks since the last time we talked to you guys.
Man,
I mean, what's that?
Brother Jay Blaze just asked us, what do you think that Bama win again? I mean, a win against Bama will do for the program? Big stuff, baby. That would be a big step in the right direction, and it's not far-fetched. Alabama, they losing a lot to the draft. You know, we moving in the right direction. I think we'll be fine, man. That'd be huge for us, man.
We got a caller, man. Caller, man. State your name and where you calling from.
Hey, man, what's going on? This is you, Go Wire, calling from Orlando, Florida.
Go wild. What it do, big dog? How you doing tonight, brother, man? What's going on down in my home state, man, in Florida, Orlando, Florida, in the building, man? What it do, big dog? Talk to us.
I can't call it, man. It's a good Friday. Just got off not too long ago. But I'm feeling your co-host, man. I don't like these fair weather fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm over them at this point.
But hold on, Go White.
Ride with the team, ride with.
Let me ask you a question, though. Are they fair weather fans or are they realists?
You can be real about the situation, but on that same note, taking account of everything that's going on. I like our chances against Bama. Bama got a new OC. They got a new quarterback, new offensive line, new running back, new wide receivers. Bro, that's a lot of football to take in before you play a seasoned Miami team. I'm just saying, you got to take into account everything that's real now.
Go White. Let me ask you this though. That's still Alabama, and that's still Nick Saban over there on that sideline. Go White.
That is. You got to account for all that. You got to account for all that right there too. This is a new offensive coordinator. That's Nick Saban. That's Nick Saban's team. But on that same note, this new offensive coordinator coming in, is he gonna be able to call these plays like Saban needs him to call? Are they gonna bump heads in this first game? Bro, this is jumping off the porch against Miami.
An inconsistent Miami team. There you go
with the inconsistent, man. First of all, this is the second. What is this going to be the second year with Red Lashley's offense, right? Am I correct? Am I correct, D?
Right.
Am I correct? The
right.
second year is that for all what we did with the inconsistencies that we did have, it was the first year with a new quarterback and a new system. De'Aaron King comes back healthy, same system, another year under the belt. We're bringing damn near everybody back on the line and pretty much everybody
That's
back.
What I'm saying, man. And
I mean, I like our damn chance.
New kids.
So
once again, going back to the negative Nancy's, the negative Nancy's of the damn world, these negative Nancy Canes fans have some positivity about it.
It ain't negative Nancy. It's just not. I'd never get ahead of myself. That's all I'm saying, man. Like we seen Bama lose Tua last year, and they still had Mike. What's his name? Mac Jones. He didn't look like a bad quarterback. I mean,
no,
Alabama reloads, and they look the same every year. They're in the top five every year, and they send players to the league, and they do this every year. They lose a whole lot of people, and they still come back. I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, we should be able to take advantage of the situation, but that's still Alabama. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, go White.
Damn Alabama. Tired of people kissing Alabama.
You got my man hot over there.
He can stay hot. Hey, go White. He can stay hot. I'm just saying. I mean, my thing is, you got to be real about the situation. I mean, yeah, we're bringing a lot of players back. We should be able to compete. I thought we would be able to compete with Clemson. I mean, that's all I'm saying. We'll see. What you got to say, go White? Go ahead.
I honestly thought we were going to be able to compete.
And my co-host did too, go White, and he did too, but he ain't. I mean, he don't know what happened. What happened with that, E-Gray? What happened with Clemson?
Red Lashley.
Oh, Red Lashley. Oh, okay. Go ahead, go White. I'm sorry, go White.
He got scared. He got scared in the moment. The moment was too big for him at the time. The moment was too big for him at the time. I do agree with that.
He got totally outcoached.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because if you look at that game, the defense hung in there.
I know the hell the defense. What the hell are you talking about? The defense hung in there.
The first half.
What you talking about, man? The defense hung in there. They was going up and down. They was going up and down the field on the defense all night.
No, sir. No, sir. If you go back and look at that game, that the damn offense kept the defense back on the field. That's when things got out of hand.
It was ugly on both sides of the ball. Go White. Let me ask you a question. What you think about the new hire of Bob Shoot? You think that Bob Shoot and T-Rod? What do you think?
I honestly think Bob Shoot coming in as an analyst, that's a good move. That's actually a good look for Manny. I don't know if Manny's going to use him properly, because Manny he's been more of a politician of lately than actually a coach. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Manny's going to use him properly, but T-Rod coming in, I really like T-Rod coming in and joining with Ed Reed. That's a great move right there. Man, that was the best. That was the best move that we could have got. That was on the board to take, and we actually took it. So I'm kind of shocked on Manny on that one there too. So, but I'm still holding tight because I just don't believe in this dude all the way.
Who we talking about, Manny?
Manny, I just don't believe in Manny all the way. I can't lie.
Oh, I agree with you. But you know my co-host love it. He love it.
Too much.
He love it. He love it.
I love Manny just as much as you love Red Lashley.
Hey, you just told me that we got an elite offensive coordinator. Didn't you just tell me that?
Did I use the word elite? I did not say elite. I said this is the second year in a new. If there was new last year, second year. Now they got another year under their belt. Now we should have some consistency. When you mention inconsistencies, now we should have some consistencies with a veteran quarterback coming back as long as he's healthy and everybody else coming back. We should see improvements on the offense if the guy Red Ashley is who he says.
And we should see consistencies on the defensive side of the ball with Manny Diaz since he's calling the plays now, right? Because he don't have a scapegoat no more, right? He don't have a scapegoat in Blake Baker anymore, right?
No, he don't, because he done brought in too many coaches now.
Thank you.
So also I like the fact that Jess Simpson came back.
Yeah.
All the recruits that's there right now, he recruited them.
Yes.
So I really like that coming back, because when he left, I was like, oh.
Right.
I don't like him going to the NFL, man. He should have stayed.
Mm-hmm.
And he should have stayed. So
yep,
I really
and I'll tell you
that
what,
man.
Simpson came from when he just came from the Atlanta Falcons, right?
Yeah, he came back from the Atlanta Falcons, yeah.
Okay, so Atlanta, he was in charge of the defensive line. Atlanta was one of the top rush defenses in all of the NFL.
Okay.
We got gas last year as Miami on that defensive line against the run, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
so
got
hopefully we should see some improvements with some improved players on that line. So yeah, I think that's big, man.
Go White, your thoughts on?
We get gas like that on the ground like we got last year, boy. It was bad.
Go White, your thoughts on DVD? What you think DVD gonna bring to the program?
Oh, I like the fact that they made the move with DVD, because he's been wanting to be a coach for a while now. He's actually been a coach on a small scale, but never Power 5. So this would be a great move for him. And on top of it, he's connected to a lot of high schools in South Florida. So I really like that. I really like the fact that they put DVD up under T-Rod to get that tutelage, and under Ed Reed, because they all going to be on the field practicing. Mm-hmm. They're going to get all that good tutelage. And on top of it, Rump's still out there. So he just got the hush-hush side of it at this point. You got to fall back and enjoy his role now, because he really didn't know too much about recruiting. I'm sorry. Got cats turning out you got cats turning visits, man. When Runt was there, I'm like, God damn, you can't even pull in your own player.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, what's your thoughts on possibly bringing in Travis Williams, man, the linebacker coach from the ex-linebacker coach for Auburn? I mean, I know him and T. Rob supposed to be homeboy. What's your thoughts on him?
I like him. I really don't know too much about him. I really wanted Michael Barrow because Michael Barrow he was there and he actually groomed I think Malcolm Perriman to be the linebacker he is. So, but I don't know too much about this young man. But hey, come on in with the mindset of winning, and we're gonna embrace it with open arms.
I got one more for you.
Recruit. That's the only thing I can say.
I got one more for you before I let you get out of here, man. Deshaun Troutman, he played at Edgewater over there in Orlando. Have you ever got a chance to see him play when he was in high school?
Yeah, actually, I went and caught the game when Footballville was out there, man. And he's a solid ass player, bro.
Okay.
He's gonna be my breakout player, like for freshmen. If he comes in and they get out of the mindset that you got to be an older player to play some ball, man.
Go Wire. That's what I was talking. Yeah, I was talking to one of my, not to cut you off, I was talking to one of my Facebook friends, and me and him was kind of going back and forth. And he was like, D, I don't think that that's one of the hardest positions to transition to from high school to college. And I told him I agree with him, but we seen that happen before when we had the three linebackers come in with Pinckney, McLeod, and Quarterman. And I just think that, man, for me, I just seen film of him. I didn't get to see him, play in person. I'm glad you're on the phone because I know you live over there. I just want to hear somebody that actually seen him play because he looked good to me on film from what I seen go White.
He real solid, bro. He real solid, and he got that swag, bro. He got that it factor.
It looked like it, yeah.
I'm telling you, like I just watching his mannerism and how he talks to his friends and how he talks to his players, and on top of it, social media too. He got that it factor. He might be that. He remind me of I'm an old school Kane. You know what I'm saying? I fell in love when I was 8 years old, 88.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he remind me of the Marley kid, man.
Rohan Marley.
Yes.
Number two.
Yes. He remind me of him, bro. He remind me so much of him. It's crazy.
When I seen the tape, man, and I swear, just like he's fast, he looked physical. But how much do he weigh though, Gold White?
I think he's like right at 2, maybe 210.
He got to put on about another about 10, 15 pounds, huh?
Yeah, but see, I think he's in early too. So.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah, he's in early, so that's. I like him. I really like the D tackle in the tail.
Everybody do.
I like him. Bro.
Everybody do. You think he come in and make an immediate impact when he come in?
With the new with old boy the coach right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Nestor getting that same tutelage, man. We might have something at this D line for real if these ends can figure it out.
That's what's up. Go Wire, man. We appreciate the phone call.
I'm gonna let y'all boys get back to it. I'm gonna get back in this chat.
All right, big dog. All right, we'll be talking with you, man. You have a great weekend.
All right, y'all be easy now.
You too, brother.
Let's go.
All right, most definitely. Later.
It's you talk, baby. It's you talk, baby.
Yo, that was Gold Wire, Orlando, Florida, in the building. My state of Florida.
I see you, boy, talking about why I went there. It was just a great analogy when I brought together, because it's the truth. And I know what you meant. You're talking about when I talked about Simpson being, defensive line coach and what we did with the Falcons on the defensive line. And he's just going to bring that added, needed, pedigree, but we need going in and stop the run, going forward.
I hate it when... I hate it when
I bring up the truth.
No. I totally agree with you, man. Like Jeff Simpson, I hated the fact when he left UM to go to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because like he say, like Goldwire was saying, he had that defensive line thumping, man. Look at the guys he was coaching. Gerald Willis, Ken Norton. Them boys was bad, man. You know what I'm saying? R.J. McIntosh. That dude, Chad Johnson, Trent Harris. Them boys was nice, man. And if he can get these guys back up to par, man, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Like he said, Leonard Taylor, I mean, I know that's the guy you know you've been raving about, man, but he a beast, though, man. He gonna be all right, man. He gonna be all right, E. He gonna be all right. I mean,
we got two of them big. We got two top 5 players we signing with us on whatever day that is. But whenever signing day is, what is Wednesday?
Oh, really?
The 3rd?
Oh, really? Who else?
I think signing day is the 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Usually the first Wednesday in February. So yeah.
Okay, we got Larry Frank Jr.'s U-Take coming up. I'm sorry, U-Take coming up in about 5 minutes. Well, actually, he should be calling in pretty soon. But Deshaun Troutman, man, like I said, I had been hearing about that kid, man. My cousin, he lives over in Okoe, and he was telling me about Deshaun Troutman as well. And that's what I wanted to ask Gold Wire, man. I mean, this guy, man, I like him, E. And I picked him, too, to be my breakout player. And I hope that he can come in and make an impact, man. I don't care if it's on special teams. I want to see him come in and play linebacker. Cognac Jake in the building. Cognac Jake, what it do? Josh Ayers, what's up? I want to see if he's going to come in, man, and be able to do something, though, man. Deshaun Troutman. That's who I'm looking for, E. That's my breakout player right there, E.
I hear you. But I'm telling you, one of them boys that signed in Wednesday, they're gonna start immediately, baby.
But who ain't signed yet?
I mean, they committed, but they have to, they verbally committed, but they have to sign. The ones that's not early enrollees, whatever. Most of them are going to sign on signing day on the 3rd.
Okay. Josh Ayers, what does Miami even have? Any more scholarships for 2021? I thought they couldn't sign anyone else. No, I think E talking about the guys that, I mean, the ones that's gonna actually sign. They've already committed, like you said.
Yeah, they're already accounted for.
But I think that they still, that they still gonna just sign their letter in front of everybody.
Yeah, there you go. They want to have the ceremony.
Okay.
They want to do it big.
Yeah, hey, Josh Ayers, I forgot about Joe Jackson too, man. I forgot about Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson was that dude too, man. Most definitely.
Jeffrey O'Neal talking about me using the Dolphins in an analogy. Really?
After they got 10 wins and still didn't make it to the playoffs.
Hey, I like your coach though.
After they got 10 wins, and George Diaz, man. I mean, he stayed gone, man. Here come Larry Frank, man. We finna bring him into the building, man, with his shoe tape, man. Larry Frank, man. We do this, man, every Friday when we come on, man. It's you, Talk. Call. I want y'all to welcome my boy, man. Our homeboy Larry Frank Jr. coming in with the U-Take of the week. Larry Frank, what it do, brother?
What's going on? How y'all doing? Devin, brother E, how y'all feeling tonight, man?
Man, I'm good. Larry Frank Jr., what it do, baby?
What's going on, L. Frank, man? Over here, man. Man, it's your homeboy, man. Your homeboy over here calling me he say I'm a, what you call me, E? I'm a negative, what you call me? What you call me?
Nancy.
He said I'm a negative Nancy, man, because I'm a realist, man. Him and Goldwire say I'm being too negative. Talk to us, Larry Frank. Talk to us, Larry Frank. Talk to us, Larry Frank.
I'm laughing. D, because I'm laughing because guess what? I saw the segment. I've been watching. I was eating my dinner and I was watching and watching, and I'm just sitting up here like, man. This is what I think about it, all right? I see where both sides are coming from. It's like a happy medium need to come in between both sides. I see where you coming from, D, because you got a point. This is still Alabama. You cannot disregard even though they've lost all of this, you cannot disregard coming into this new season because it's still Nick Saban. It's still a bunch of 5-stars that's been sitting. They know the offense. And a lot of these young cats are chomping at the bit. They're ready to get on the field, and they going to bring it. So I can't disregard what you're saying. But at the same time, I can't disregard what E was saying and what the caller was saying, because at the end of the day, it's still new. You still replacing. You just like, TVD potentially going to be the starting quarterback if King don't come back, and he's new. You got a new quarterback coming in for Bama that really ain't played that much. And you don't know what Bill O'Brien is going to do as an offensive coordinator. Yeah, we saw what he did at Penn State, but how do we know that his style of play calling is going to work in the SEC? it's a whole lot of unknowns. So that's where I agree with E. So it's like I ain't gonna say that you a negative Nancy, but at the end of the day, I'm just being 100. It's like it's a 50-50 fine line. The best way I can sum it up, this is Alabama's game to lose, and on the flip side, this is our game to win. Whoever bring it with the coaching and the preparation and the play calling and just the overall play, that's who's gonna take it. Now, on paper, Bama got the edge. You got to give it to them. Essentially, it's a home game. Atlanta, a couple of hours from Tuscaloosa. So they got everything working in their favor. But who's hungrier? I feel good about the fact that we got 5 returning offensive linemen versus the fact that they're starting 4 or 5 new offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I ain't going to say either way that either one of y'all is wrong. I'm going to just say that facts is facts. We're going to see exactly who wants it more. Is it going to be Nick and his new staff? Because you got to remember, the running back coach, I think, Sark took him to Texas. And Charlie Strong went to Jacksonville to go coach with Urban Meyer. So they lost more than just the OC. They lost a lot of assistants as well. So, and then you coming off the national championship, and historically, teams that come off the national championship like that, they don't dominate. So I'm not looking for Alabama to be that big juggernaut. They're going to still be a force, but I don't see them as being, unstoppable. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I mean, Alabama's defense really wasn't all that impressive this year. They just had the benefit of a historic offense very similar to the LSU offense. So we got a chance, and a good one.
But you know what, Larry Frank, to me, it's not even just about the Bama game. What I'm saying is, and the way we got on it, it was just the fact that when the schedule came out yesterday, there were a lot of negative people, in the Miami group and all of that stuff, people posting, counting losses, looking at the schedule, counting how many losses we going to have.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that shit there is just negative to me. You know what I'm saying? And people say, Indeed says being a realist. How is it a realist? So what? You automatically think Michigan State going to kick our ass? Or we going to lose 3 games in the conference, in the division? Come on, man.
No, it ain't no come on, man. It's
Alabama first. Then we can assess what kind of team we are by what we bring against Alabama.
Yeah, the same thing.
We don't know what we have until them boys hit that field on September the 4th, Labor Day weekend in the 8th.
We can assess all we want, just like we assessed at the beginning of the season this year. What I'm saying is, what showed you this year that we can just say that Alabama is this juggernaut? And we've seen Alabama coming out every year. They fire people, they lose people. Whether they go to another team, they go to the NFL, whether it's coaches, whether it's players. All I'm saying is, I'm not going to get ahead of myself saying that, we should be competing with Alabama. Like I said, I thought we'd be able to play with Clemson this year. That's all I'm saying. So it's not being negative. It's just, I'm not going to put all of my eggs into just saying we're going to beat Alabama. That's all.
I'm not expecting a W against Alabama, but I'm not as convinced that we going to take a L, or at least a humongous L. Do I think we still take a L? I mean, on paper, you have to consider that because, I get it. And, I get the negativity from the fans. And just like what he was saying, I saw the same stuff. Schedule dropped yesterday, and what happens? God, we're going to lose 6 games. I seen people literally count Virginia Tech and Virginia and I even seen one fool say Florida State going to upset us. So it's like, man,
Florida State.
Yep, exactly.
I know. It's like you play these games, they drop the schedule. It's natural. It's natural human intuition and we all do it. We do it with our pro teams. We do it with the NBA squads. We do it with everything, even in high school, we do it with our high school.
On my NFL squad. No, I'm just an optimistic guy.
Did I think Pittsburgh was going to start 11-0? No, I didn't think Pittsburgh was going to start 11-0.
You was going to the Super Bowl when y'all was 11-0.
Well, yeah, I did. I kind of my head kind of got a little big, and I kind of got the little fat swole head. So I had to get brought down to earth. But nah, all jokes aside, bro. Real talk. All jokes aside, I get it. I get what the fans are doing, but what I think a lot of the fans are not realizing, I think they're still looking at it through the lenses of what you had last year on defense and the leadership on defense. And I think what people need to realize is the leadership that you currently have now with what you've been bringing in on the defensive side of the coaching staff, that has me very optimistic more so on defense because you got great players that have signed that's coming in as freshmen. You've got some great transfers that's coming in to provide senior leadership and skilled play. And you've got a lot of good returning starters that got experience that now, in my opinion, are going to get coached up. They're going to get showed, what to do. They're going to be overall better. And listen, I went through some things earlier today. I looked at, some of the hires we got. Okay, I'm going to start off with, first of all, Bob Shoop. I'm going to save the best for last. I ain't going to get on what's happening in Louisiana. Let me save that for last because I'm going to gloat on that. But here's the thing for those who may not know about Bob Shoop, because a lot of people like, who is this dude? Who is this dude? All right. Bob Shoop hired as a defensive analyst. All right. His background is DBs. He's a secondary coach by nature, so he's got history with that. I like that because I think that gives another dimension to the development of these DBs under T-Rob and DVD and Ed Reed. And that was the Achilles heel last year of this team. The DBs was just getting beat and just getting smoked. And, I mean, to me, you got another level to help get these guys groomed and get these guys coached up, and it's beautiful. I love that. Also, it's another set of eyes in the booth that can help. Manny's calling the plays, so that's another set of eyes up in the booth. And you got to remember, he coached at Mississippi State. I'm going to give you something that's united with these hires that I'm loving. These SEC ties. These guys are coached in the SEC. So these guys know what's coming, and they've dealt with Alabama. I mean, Shoop, he coached at Mississippi State. He dealt with Alabama directly. So, I mean, he knows what they're bringing to the table. And with the SEC dynamic that's coming here as a coaching staff, that gives us a major edge in the ACC with our division and our conference and stuff like that. So I'm loving that. He was a DC at Vanderbilt, former defense coordinator at Penn State, Tennessee, Mississippi State. 2018, he was the Broyles Award finalist at Mississippi State. Now, check this out. He had the #1 scoring defense that year, 12 points a game. Fewest TDs allowed that year, only 12. Fewest yards per play. They averaged 4.14 yards per play average. That was the fewest in the country that year. Red zone touchdown percentage, 25. So all those times those teams got in the red zone, only 25% of the time did they score. Did they get in there and did they hit pay dirt? And check this out. This is probably one of the biggest things that hit me, and I'm loving this right here coming off of that. 0 plays of 50 yards or more the whole season. So he had a very impressive. And listen, Mississippi State didn't really have no dogs over there that year. I mean, I'm optimistic about that because, in my opinion, I think what you have on defense here at Alabama compared to what you had at Mississippi State on paper, that is, I think you have great talent, better talent than what you had at Mississippi State. Those guys just put their work boots on and went to work. You don't name me one starter from Mississippi State off that defense that year. You can't because you didn't really have no studs and no superstars. You got to Google it because I sure can't, So I love that hire. I love the fact that he's coming in that position. I love the fact that Miami's going to incorporate these analysts because the winning teams, LSU, they had offensive and defensive analysts. Alabama, Charlie Strong was a defensive analyst. I didn't even know he was a defensive analyst last year. I love what Manny did with that. That was a very good move, hiring an experienced guy at that position. Next, it's not official, and hey, I've been having a lucky streak of calling things, so I'm gonna go ahead on and call another one. Travis Williams will get hired as the linebacker coach. I truly believe. I think in the next 48 to 72 hours, Travis Williams will get hired. I can see it coming. For those that don't know too much about him, He was a linebacker in 2001. He played 2001 to 2005. He played for Atlanta. He had 1 year, 07. He played for the Dirty Birds, so he played for your squad. This is something that really impressed me. He's actually a pretty good recruiter. In 2018, he was ranked as the number 13 recruiter in the country with that 2018 class. Credited with 8 commitments that year, and 6 of them were 4 stars. Considering how short we are at linebacker and the issues we have right now, if we can get him, I'm loving that. And I really believe we will get him with the ties to T-Rob. Now, if you bring him in, you got great recruiting with T-Rob, great recruiting with Ed Reed, great recruiting with DVD, and you add this guy on the recruiting trail as well. The defense within a year or two, I think, will be a top 10 defense. I truly believe if they can hire Williams, you got Shoop up in there, and along with what you have right now with DVD and T-Rob and Jess Simpson, I'm going to tell you something. And with Manny calling the plays, I truly believe this Miami defense this year is going to shock a lot of people. I think they're going to do that same 360 that the offense did. Well, I'm going to say 180 because the offense left a lot on the table, but you saw where the offense came a long way coming from the 2019 season into 2020. I think you're going to see the same kind of effect on the defense coming into the 2021 season from 2020. So get ready for that.
Question.
Damn, boy, Larry Frank got me excited. Well, I'm thinking, woo, well, you get me hot and bothered thinking about the possibility of the defense just turning it up a notch, being the top 5. You said top 10, but, we go in that direction in 2 years. We'll be top 5 defense for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, Blake Baker, what are your thoughts on Mr. Baker? What are your thoughts on Mr. Baker? Leave it out there.
Larry Frank.
Boy, look at him.
Larry Frank, I thought he was going to call me, but he didn't. I said he must be running around his neighborhood streaking.
Let me tell you something. When I was playing Cool of the Gang celebration all week, I was so hyped up. The thing about it was, man, down here on the ESPN 104.5 Baton Rouge, that's the station I listen to when I'm at work. On Tuesdays, Coach O kind of has his own segments on all the different shows, and they interview him and talk about them. And even though they didn't make it official until today or yesterday or whenever, Coach O pretty much tipped his hat that he was going in that direction because they started naming, what they needed with the linebacking coach. And they just hired in the last hour, they just hired a defensive line coach. I forgot his name. I was looking at my phone prior to the show coming on, but they just put a lineman. I think it's a Jets coach. It was a guy from the Jets, whoever the D-line coach from the Jets was. I don't know his name, but they hired him. But anyway, they were talking to Coach O on one of the shows. I listened to the morning show when they were talking to Coach O. And they started going off about, they're like, well, Coach, you need a linebacking coach. You need this. You need a D-line coach. What are you looking at? Who are some of the guys? And he was just going on about the different candidates. And Travis Williams was actually somebody that they could have had because the sports announcer, Jacob Hester, he was like, he kept on pushing for T-Will. He's like, man, I would love to have Travis Williams. This guy with the SEC, coached under Kevin Steele. And that's another thing that I like about it if Miami could get it, having coached under a great defensive coordinator in Steele. So you just got that dynamic. And O was like, I really like Travis. He's a really good guy. Yeah. dude sound like a down to buy you cookie monster. But like I say, bro, he was just doing it. But he started raving about Blake Baker. And I'm listening to him, and he's like, yeah, he's the defensive coordinator at Miami, and they go on his background, how he played ball at Tulane down here in New Orleans, and he was the former DC at Louisiana Tech, and the just the potential and the great defensive coordinator that he is. And I'm like, man, you really talking to a lot of people out here that don't know nothing about Miami, because for you to be selling that lie,
When I heard the news, I thought that for sure that you was gonna post a picture of you getting on the interstate heading over to Miami to help Blake Baker pack his stuff up so you can drive him back down to Baton Rouge.
I had to check myself.
With that movie situation. In
2021, one of the many changes I said I'm gonna make in 2021 is I'm gonna be humble. I'm like Kendrick Lamar. I'm just gonna be more humble. It took everything in me not to flood Facebook timelines with "I told you so." My little cousin tagged me. He tagged me in it, and all I could do was put the little heart emoji, and I just said, "Thank you for taking that bum off our hands." I just love it. So let me tell you something. Hey, I wish Blake Baker the best. I don't have nothing against him personally.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he's a good dude. I don't want to see him fail.
Right.
It's just that he didn't work for Miami.
Right.
I don't want to see somebody that's not helping us get better stay here.
Right.
Go somewhere where maybe you can get better, and that way we can find somebody that's better for us. And it's a win-win for both sides. So I credit that, but I'm kind of thinking Manny Diaz knew something, or he might have made a phone call, or he might have kind of put the APB out to these schools that, look, you can have this guy right here, and you can probably get him at a cheap price.
Most definitely.
Because I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
Handoff. It was just a smooth transition, smooth handoff instead of firing his boy.
Yeah, he was trying to make sure his boy was gonna get a job first, man. That's all he was doing. He was looking out for his homeboy.
Right. And my thing was this, because I seen people like before when it was first rumors and it was first buzzing, and it's like, man, I'm not going to even argue with y'all in these groups, because it's like, you know what, y'all don't really see what's happening. People were literally saying, why would he take a demotion from defensive coordinator to linebacker coach? Okay, and this is what I wanted to say. Number one, if he stayed here, he's still taking the demotion, because what defensive coordinator don't call their own plays?
Right.
That's number one. Number two, this is LSU. The money that they're going to pay him, I don't know the numbers because, I mean, it hadn't got disclosed. But the money that they got, I'm almost positive is going to be very close to what he was making at Miami. And you got less demands. All you got to do is coach a linebacking unit instead of having the whole entire defensive side of the ball. And you get to go to a group that's following Bo Pelini, which they said LSU had the worst statistical defense in its program history. So it was a win-win for him. And he gets to come home to Louisiana, which, hey, do it. Hey, it's cool. So,
like you say, good riddance.
Hey, good. Hey, just like what you said a few weeks ago, I forgot who you said it, but I thought about what you said, E. And I got to take these words out your mouth. Bye, bitch. I forgot who you was talking about. I can't remember who we was talking about that night. I can't remember who it was. Somebody left. And that's all I can say, man. I said, man, look, I got to dedicate this one to my boy E. Gray. I got to take the word right out of his mouth. Bye, bitch. So, hey, I'm happy.
What'd he say?
I'm happy.
Say it again, Larry Frank, one more time.
Bye, bitch.
It's you talk, baby.
So, hey, man, let me tell you something. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm laughing.
Yeah. So, and like I say, man, with all of that, and then another thing I'd like to touch on also with the transfers, obviously Robert Burns. Hey, just kind of like y'all alluded to earlier, I agree. That was the right move for him because he was fourth on the depth chart this year behind Knighton, Chaney, and Harris. He would have to assume he would be fifth on the depth chart next year behind those three, and also with Thad Franklin coming in. So I can't blame him for that. That to me was, hey, man, look, you feel like you can play, go somewhere and do what you feel. Follow your dreams, follow your aspirations. So I ain't mad at that. As far as Tate Martell, bye, bitch. That's another one that can get it. Because at the end of the day, you wasn't real from the jump. You wasn't real from the jump either. You know what I'm saying?
He left during the middle of the damn season twice. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Where was his dedication? I mean, listen, I want to say, wasn't it last year during the bowl game he was suspended or something like that because he was with his girlfriend or something like that? He left to be with his girlfriend? Okay, so You okay? A stripper, okay? You abandon your team for an IG stripper or whatever she was. So what? No dedication there. You come back like you're all about the team, and then you opt out for the season. What are you opting out for? You're not even going to play. If anybody, you need to opt in to give yourself an opportunity. And then after the season, oh, I'm coming back. And then a couple of weeks later, you're transferring. Later, you can get out of here. The only thing I'm holding out hope for, I don't think is going to happen, honestly, as far as the N'Kosi Perry thing. I really wish N'Kosi Perry would come back, get them 3 classes, graduate, and play this year, because I really believe coming in, he would be – I think even with De'Aaron King with the rehab, I truly believe that they could go with N'Kosi over De'Aaron, because if De'Aaron is still coming off that ACL – if it was me, I would save De'Aaron for conference play, or at least not throw him to the dogs at Alabama, because that's Alabama. So I would literally, if N'Kosi would come back, that should be the one that I would feel great about as a starter for that game. And at that point, I think we'd go from thinking that we can compete to you have a strong chance of, hey, this might be an upset with N'Kosi, because N'Kosi with a full off season with those receivers, learning that offense, fine-tuning his skills. Hey, man, I wish he would come back and play. My understanding, as I've read it and I've looked into it, he's just come and take his 3 classes, get these last 3 classes so he can graduate, and then he's going to transfer out and play somewhere else next year. I'm hoping he has a change of heart. But I think this is his last season. If he would play another year, whatever that year would be his last eligible year to play. So if he were to come back and play, and that's why I don't think he will, because if he were to come back and opt in to play again, this would be his final season. So why come in and potentially not play when they put De'Aaron King back in? So I truly believe, I don't think he's coming back. I think he's going to come back and get his degree, and I think he's going to transfer, and he'll be somewhere else next year. But either which way, man, once again, as I said before, thanks a lot for what you've done, and much love and much respect for hanging in there. And good luck moving forward. You got to do what you got to do. I ain't mad at him at all,
Let me ask you this. I'm going to throw a little controversy in there real quick. Let's say he did come back. Let's say he did come back and play. I mean,
okay.
Would you want an open competition, or is it just De'Aaron King's job? I already know how my co-hosts think about that. I think it should be an open competition, man, regardless at every position. That's just me.
Open competition will change this culture that you've had the last couple of years with these guys like these 2 receivers that I'm still not naming their names that continue dropping the ball, minus these other receivers that you have that are capable, that can actually come in and do stuff like Keyshawn Smith and all of them. So, yes, I think you would have to have open competition, because that's the problem. The problem is you've got these upperclassmen that feel that their spots are locked in. These upperclassmen are coming back, and, I mean, why are they going to put out maximum effort? I don't have to put out maximum effort. Hey, I got a job. The only way I'm not going to play or lose my job is if I get hurt. Because in many cases, you've seen these guys play bad, play horrible over the season, and they still don't get yanked. And in other places, I'm sorry, you see it all the time, all over the place. It's like when LSU went with, oh, Lord, I can't think of his name, the quarterback this past year when Miles Brennan got hurt, and you went with Max Johnson and the brother. I can't remember the brother's name, but the brother was named as the starter, and he had a good game one week. So he got the starting job the next week, and he stunk up the joint. And O pulled him, either in the second quarter or at halftime or whatever. O pulled him, put Max Johnson in. So, you're not seeing that with Manny. And I think I give Manny credit for the staff changes, because he realized what he needs to do. I need to see Manny now get to the point where, okay, I'm a coach. If I got these guys here, these upperclassmen or whatever, these starters that are not producing, if they're costing me possessions, if they're costing us games, in certain situations, and they're not, getting better and learning from their mistakes, I have to, as this coach, I have to make a change. And guess what? What point is it to go into the spring and have a competition or have these guys getting reps if they know they ain't going to play? If they know that, oh, I could just do this, that I'm just going to hope, which you don't want to hope, but I'm just going to be ready in case somebody gets hurt. Then I'm going to go in and ball out. Nah. Open competition across the board, especially at quarterback with De'Aaron King. Now, you have that. Obviously, De'Aaron King is a dog. He's going to push anyway, no matter what. So he's going to bring it to you. He's going to come with it as far as, what he brings in practice and what he does on the field on Saturdays. But if you have an open competition and you let all of these quarterbacks know, say, look, no spot is safe, you can take this spot, then I think you're going to get the best that each one of these guys has to offer. And I would rather be in that quarterback room with these other coaches in the offense if I'm Red Lashley talking with everybody else, like, all right, what you think? Because this is what Nkosi does. He throws the ball better than De'Aaron King or TVD. He's just got accuracy unlike the others. That's an awesome problem to have. But if you have it in the opposite direction that it has been, where you're my returning starter, so this is your job, and the rest of you guys can just compete for second string and third string or whatever, you selling them guys short.
Hey, that's all I wanted to know. I'm going to pose that question too, man. Everybody in the chat, man, what's your opinion, man? Should it be an open competition at quarterback?
See, you know what? Enough with this shit. Enough with this shit, because you throw it out there like I'm the one that said there's no competition. It shouldn't be an open competition. What you
talking about, man? What you talking about? I said that you said that De'Aaron King should be the starter.
A healthy De'Aaron King is the starter. That's all I'm saying. That's all I said before. Was a healthy De'Aaron King is the starter. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I said you said. What are you talking about, man? What you talking about? That's what I said you said. What you talking about?
Let me. I know where he is going. I know where he is going with that. So let me piggyback off of what he just said. He said a healthy De'Aaron King is the starter. Yes. But here's the thing right here. Here's the X factor. Will he be healthy 100% come September the 4th?
Well, we don't know.
That is the $1 million question. We don't know that. UM has a great staff.
To your point, I wish Perry would stay. Right.
That's why, like I said, when Perry decided, a lot of people were like, why is he leaving? Well, he's leaving because he wants to play. He's leaving because if he comes back and De'Aaron King is your starter, he pretty much sits the bench and rides the pine for his final year of eligibility. So guess what? He comes back. There is no 2022 for Nkosi Perry if he plays this year in 2021, unless he transfers and plays for another squad. He's not playing in 2022 or whatever. So at the end of the day, hey, he made a business decision and the right one. You done stuck it out. You grew up, you made mistakes as a freshman, but guess what? You stuck it out, you grew up, you got disrespected, you had to deal with different coordinators, different coaches. You came in when your number was called, you balled out, you gave us an opportunity to win, and they still don't want to go with you. You know what, man? Let me take these last 3 classes, let me walk this stage in May, let me keep my eligibility, and guess what? I'm going to go somewhere, and I love this game of football. I'm going to finish out what I started somewhere else, because it ain't going to be at Miami, because guess what? I know I'm not going to play. I don't want to do spot duty and mop-up duty if I'm Nkosi Perry. So I totally understand. I just wish the fans would understand the reasoning, because fans are really hoping that Nkosi comes back. They're thinking because he came back, he's coming back and he's going to have a change of heart. And I want that too. I'm like everybody else. I would love for him to have a change of heart.
Right.
But the reality with this situation is it's not going to be a change of heart, because De'Aaron King is coming back. And if he comes back healthy, guess what? He's going to get placed as your starter, which essentially is going to put Nkosi back holding the clipboard.
Yeah.
And that's just a disservice. And I'm sorry. I'm tired of seeing Nkosi get disrespected like that. I got so much respect for that brother because of what he dealt with all of these years. Because he could have transferred. Listen, Jaron Williams had upside when he came out of high school. Jaron Williams literally strong-armed his way to that starting spot, because when Jaron talked about going in the transfer portal, I think he put his name in the portal, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember, but I think he did. Yeah. And when he did that, Manny and that's the downside of Manny that I don't like. I like a lot of stuff about Manny, but that's Manny's weak. He's been weak. He's displayed weakness over the years with some of these players. And he basically talked him into coming back, and I don't really believe Jaron won that competition over Nkosi. I truly believe Nkosi probably showed a lot of better things in practice or whatever, and Manny said, you know what? I don't want this dude to transfer, man. I don't want to hurt him. So you know what? We're going to keep him. Jaron, you the starter. Now, granted, it was a Dan Enos vanilla offense, and his offense called for a lot of running plays, a lot of quarterback draws, RPOs and stuff. We all know Nkosi is not the greatest runner. Jaron had a little bit of a better running game, slightly. He could run a little bit. Nkosi really was a passer. He is a passer. So I'm thinking they used that to their advantage to give them an opportunity or give them a reason to bring Jaron Williams back and give him the job. But essentially, you messed over, Nkosi again. And I'm going to tell you something. If you would have groomed Nkosi and had Nkosi week 1 versus Florida and Orlando last year, we would have won that game. Because at the end of the day, I get it. The offensive line gave up like 9-10 sacks that night. Jaron put us in a position to win, but he also put us in a position to lose because he did have some costly picks. And at the end of the day, I do believe Nkosi, if he plays, Nkosi, to me, is a smarter quarterback than what Jaron was. And you had Pope, you had Harley, you had Brevin, I want to say, and you had Mallory last year in that game. You put Nkosi behind center with those guys, even though that offensive line was not doing good, Nkosi makes better plays. We barely lost to Florida. You take away that fumble by Pope and that drop touchdown pass, we beat Florida. So at the end, that's with Jaron. So if you put Nkosi in there, who's got more accuracy, in my opinion, we win that game. But that was just another reason, another example of a disservice and how they sold that man out.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Laugh Frank, man, that's a good take, man. I appreciate it, man,
what?
like always.
I'm going to tell you a good landing spot. I think I said this before for Nkosi Perry, if he does transfer or hit the portal, would be South Carolina. University of South Carolina, he'd be the best thing they got right now. He'll start immediately.
Yeah.
SEC.
No doubt about it. South Carolina, in my opinion, would be a great landing spot. I'm with you on that. I still say Central Florida because it puts him a little bit closer to home, right there, about an hour and a half or whatever from Ocala. He's got some places he can go, man. But I'm just gonna say this before I get out of here. As far as the fans' expectations, because I heard what y'all were talking about, and I watch it every day. And the fans' expectations are really clouded, and I'm a fan too. I want the same thing everybody else wants. I want us back on top of the mountain. I want us in the playoff. I want us competing for national championships like everybody else. But here's the situation. First thing you got to do as a fan base, you got to decide that, you know what, if I want these championships to come back, then I am going to have to support Manny Diaz. I can't sit up here. You listen, you don't like him, I get it. But if you want to win the championship and you want to get back to greatness, you're going to have to let Manny do what he got to do. And if it's there for him and he can do it, make it happen.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
I try to talk to my co-host like that. Oh, he just.
Hey, if I don't think Manny's the guy, I don't think Manny's the guy. That's just what it is. I mean, I hope he do good, but I'm just saying. I'm
the same way. I don't think he's the guy either. But at the same time, I'm a support him. But just because he ain't the guy now, don't mean I don't want him to evolve and become the guy.
Right.
And that's the thing. It can happen. Dabo at the same time at Clemson all them years ago. Dabo wasn't winning.
Right.
But Dabo became Dabo. Every great coach has to become that great coach. So all of these people around here that we bring Butch Davis back.
That's me. That's me.
Urban Meyer.
Give me Butch Davis.
I mean, for what? But the game has passed him by.
The game ain't passed. The game ain't passed Mike Brown, bro.
Mike Brown had a little bit of luck last year.
A little bit of luck.
He ain't gonna be so lucky this year.
The last time Miami was great was when we had Butch. I'm just saying. Butch beat us with an FIU team that had less talent than what we had. So I'm just saying, like, you don't give Butch no credit for that because we supposed to have more talent than FIU, right? But Butch embarrassed us when we played FIU. I'm just saying.
I don't give him credit for that because on one hand we had a horrible offense ran by Dan Enos and we had a piss poor defense ran by Butch.
But we Miami though, Larry Frank. We Miami. That ain't Butch's fault, right? We still supposed to beat FIU, right?
Negative Nancy.
We don't supposed to be FIU. Oh, well, hey, it is what I mean.
Hold up. wait. Michigan was Michigan all them years ago when they let Appalachian State beat them. Georgia Southern was Georgia Southern Florida was Florida when they let Georgia Southern beat them just running the football.
Man, look here.
How about Troy State? How about Troy State when they beat LSU a few years ago? LSU was LSU when they lost to Troy State.
Larry Frank, I'm gonna piggyback on what you were saying about with the fan base getting on board with what we got is what we got with Manny Diaz, and we stand behind him. We gotta support. Y'all know, growing up as kids, your ass might have wanted that McDonald's hamburger, but your mama made one of them homemade burgers. You might not have wanted that homemade burger. You wanted that McDonald's burger, and your mama said, you're going to eat this damn homemade burger, and it's going to fill you up, and you're going to eat it. And guess what you did? You ate it, you powdered for a little while, you ate it, and it satisfied you, and it fed you. You wasn't hungry no more. And God damn it, that's what we're going to have to do with Manny Diaz. I know you want Butch Davis, Nancy. I know you want him. But if Butch Davis is not walking through the door, we got Manny Diaz. And Manny Diaz can get the job done, and we got to stand behind him and let the man get the job done. Now, if he don't get it done, he has to go. Goodbye.
Exactly, and that's the key. That's the key. If he don't get it done, then guess what? He got to go. And as far as Mac Brown, I'm gonna say this much. About Mac Brown. Mac Brown he's elevated North Carolina from Larry Fedora and what North Carolina was doing. But you take away what Mac Brown has done against Miami. What has Mac Brown really done at North Carolina? Has he put them in a national title picture? Nope.
No.
Has he put them in a position to get into the college football playoff? Nope. All he's done is put them in a position to win the ACC Coastal. But guess what?
Something we can't do.
Every team has an opportunity.
Something we can't do.
Guess what? At the end of the day, but at the same time, Virginia went last year or whatever, got smoked. Didn't Pitt go or whatever one of these years recently? Got smoked.
You're full at.
Okay, so Mac Brown ain't doing nothing. No, our division is probably the weakest Power 5 division in football. So I'm not going to credit Mac Brown is doing great things at North Carolina. He's just doing what he's supposed to do, and the expectations at North Carolina are not there for football. That's a basketball school. We all know that. The expectations is, look, you win 8, 7, 8, 9 games a year, get a bowl game, and win the bowl game, you got a job for life. So Mac Brown is basically living off of the history of winning the national championship at Texas. And guess what? I agree. We are Miami. Beating Miami is a feather in the hat to these schools like North Carolina and Duke. But at the end of the day, Mac Brown, you put him in another conference anywhere else, guess what? He don't go over 500. Look at the conference he's in. He's got a good quarterback in Howell. So at the end of the day, when it comes to us as fans, yeah, we're not fond of Manny, and I'm not fond of a lot of the stuff he's done. But I also like what a lot of the other things that he's doing. And if we want to see this team come back and become the U again, and we can officially say the U is back, we got to root for Manny to be successful.
There you go. There you go.
It takes.
You hear that, D?
I'm just not over the top like you, E. I'm just not over the top like you, E. That's all. You know, I just look at the whole overall situation. That's all. I'm just not over the top like you. I'll be a Debbie Downer, whatever you want to call me. Go ahead, though, Larry Frank.
Hey, and I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And listen. If Manny don't cut it, guess what? He could come down here and be a water boy for Owen and get with his boy Blake Baker and hand towels to him. I wouldn't give a damn. You can do it. But at the end of the day, hey, man, look, I wish you the best, and I hope you can do it. The reason why I'm keeping hope alive for this dude is because he knows what Miami was. He's lived it. He's seen it. So he knows what the fans want. can he get out of his own way? So far, in 2 different years, in his first 2 seasons, he's made hires. He's doing it. He's bringing in the people. And for that reason, you got to give this dude the benefit of the doubt. If after 4 years, we still winning 7, 8 games a year and losing bowl games, and guess what?
Yeah.
Bye. You got to go because you had your 4 years.
Get it right, Larry. Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch. Yep. We gonna say it again. Bye,
it's
bitch.
you talk, baby.
Because after 4 years, you've had your opportunity. You've had your own entire class. Everything that was Mark Richt is gone. Is all you. So the failures of this team is all you. So that's all I got to say, man. As a fan base, and look, listen, I fight with somebody in these groups every day. Y'all see it. I mean, it's just what it is, you know. That's what we gonna do. But that's what family does. Family, we fight amongst each other because we want great things for this team.
Most definitely.
But at the end of the day, we gotta let the man do his work. But some of these unrealistic names that these people have been putting out, like Urban Meyer. Man, Miami never had the money to hire. The money that Urban Meyer would have wanted to coach, Miami ain't going to pay that kind of money. And it goes back to what I said 2 weeks ago. Don't look at it 100% as Manny. You need to center it on Blake James. That's your problem. Because like I told you, and I believe this, and I will take this to the grave with me, no matter who Miami gets. Blake James has dumbed down the expectations and the culture from the university standpoint in Miami. It's no longer about winning national championships with Blake James. All Blake James want, hey, let's get into a bowl game. Let's win this bowl game. Let's qualify for a conference championship and get smoked by Clemson, and y'all can be happy. That's all it is. You could get some low-budget coaches that could have Miami over 500 winning ball games. That's good enough for him. So point the finger where it's got to go. That's what I want to tell the fan base, man. Y'all, hey, call Blake James out on his stuff because he's part of the problem too.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And that's my take. I
All
told you I
right.
was bringing fire, D. I told
did
you I was
that.
bringing fire.
You did that. You did that.
Right.
You did that, brother.
Oh yeah. So, well, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead on and continue the show, and I just want to say, you know, what's up, and wish all of the Utah family a happy weekend and just great days, and hey man, let's just keep seeing what happens. But like I say, man, mark that prediction down, man. By 72 hours will be Monday. By Monday, Travis Williams will be the linebacker coach. Book it. And on that note, I'll see y'all later.
Larry Frank Jr.,
Appreciate you,
man.
Larry
Have a good
Frank
weekend,
Jr.
big dog. Stay safe.
Same to y'all. Y'all have a good one.
You too,
Later.
brother. Later.
It's you talk, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was Larry Frank Jr., man, with his You Take for the week. Let's go
sir.
back through some of these chats, man. We've been getting some chats coming in, man. Brother Jay Blaze, I hope Nkosi play at UM this year. But no matter what, I want Kosi to succeed in life, even if it's not football, period. Totally agree with you. Great point, Brother Jay Blaze. What else we got there? Josh Ayers, what you say? You got to keep it an open competition because King may not be ready or maybe regress and also still can't throw a damn deep ball. Hey.
Oh, no, he dropped dimes, Josh. It was a few times he dropped some dimes, but the boys dropped the deep passes.
Listen,
So,
man.
man, he got a little touch on that thing, man. He can throw the deep ball.
He can throw the deep ball. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, my thing is, like I said, I'm all about open competition in all positions. That's just me.
Yep.
I mean, but I totally agree with what is who was that? JR in the building. JR Hayes, what's going on? JR made a good point. He said that King is gonna be the quarterback. Where is it that he said? Yeah. King won't get benched unless injured. They will ride him for his loyalty and coming back and helping many others fall asleep. I mean, like he say, if he's healthy, I know he's going to be the quarterback, but I just feel like it should be an open competition all around. That's just me in every position. That's just the way I feel about it. I like King. I'm a big fan of De'Aaron King. I just hope he's healthy when the season starts. Let's hope that he's healthy whenever we get the first game against Alabama. What else we got, E? Brother J Blaze, you had another question. When do you say it's a problem with coaching or a problem with execution from the players that you find it's a problem? I totally agree. I mean, we're gonna see this year. I think we got the coaches, like Larry, Frank Jr. and E say, man, we got the coaching staff now. I think, man, Manny's doing the right thing with the people that he's brought in. I really do. So will it translate on the field? We're gonna see if it's the players or is it the coaches this year. I think he got to get group. You know, he's calling the defense. We're going to see this year. We're definitely going to see this year. Definitely.
I mean, but, you know, to answer Brother Jay Blaze's question, he's saying, when do you think is one of the two's problem? I mean, you know, preparation is one thing, and that's what the coaches do. The coaches are in charge of preparing. And it's been a few times that, for one, the North Carolina game, the way they gashed us on the field, they were not prepared. They were not prepared.
But we've seen that all year. We've seen big runs by teams on the defense.
Big runs. They weren't prepared for that. Now, if you put players in the right position and they missing tackles and they just doing a lot of things, is continuously getting beat, not because they out of position, they continuously. Those are player problems.
Mm-hmm.
But when you talking about they not in position to make plays, you know, and you're not putting them in the right position, that's coaching.
Right.
And it was too much of that last year.
Right. I agree with you. I agree. Shout out to Eric Marriott. What it do, Eric Marriott? What's going on, boy? What's going on? Friday night, man. It's You Talk, man. You on with D&E.
It's You Talk, baby.
Feel free to call up, man. The telephone number is 404-462-0477. I'm going to put it up on the screen. We'll take some more calls. Call in if you want to, man. 404-462-0477. I ask that you hit that subscribe button and like button if you ain't already done it, man. Subscribe, like, and comment to the show, man. There was another thing, man, we forgot to talk about too, man. That text or that tweet that our brother Ed Reed, a.k.a. Gigi, sent out, man, the Great Goat. The Great Goat said, man, you know I am a coach.
Yeah.
Okay,
you know,
carry on. So
that's what I was saying. Yeah, he said to carry on.
Carry on. I'm just putting it out there, man. I'm a coach. What y'all think about Ed Reed? Me and Cuban Kane had this conversation. Man, in the messages, man, and we was talking about that, man. What you think about that, E. Gray?
You know, like I was saying earlier, now that, you know, that we bringing in these other position coaches, and he has yet to name a specific defensive coordinator. I know Shoop is going to be a analyst, but I'm like, you got Ed Reed there, you got T-Rob there. They make them boys co-coordinators, man. You know what I mean? Because technically, coordinators a lot of times, especially on the NFL side, right? You got coordinators that on, say, with teams that like, I'll give you a point. Eric Bieniemy is the offensive coordinator of Kansas City Chiefs, but Andy Reid calls the plays, right?
Right.
During the game. But Eric Bieniemy is in charge of coordinating the offense and getting everything together every week throughout the week. Hey, let Ed Reed and T-Rob come to that conclusion, and hey, Manny, you can still call the damn plays. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Just don't go on the outside and talk about bringing somebody else in to name them coordinator.
Right. I totally agree.
We got enough of that.
I totally agree. Deion Washington, man. My brother from Houston, Texas is in the building, man. He's in the A this weekend, man. Shout out to my boy Deion Washington, man. What it do, big dog? What's going on? I totally agree, man. So what's your thoughts on, you think right now that we should just let Manny keep calling the plays, or should he immediately go ahead and promote somebody to defensive coordinator since Blake Baker is leaving? What's your thoughts on that?
That was my point. That's what I'm saying. I mean, do you bring in Ed Reed and T-Rob and say, well, or T-Rob and just say, oh, T-Rob, you coordinate the defense. I'm going to call a play still.
Do you think it's going to be like that? You think that he's going to let T-Rob have control over the defense? Huh?
Call plays? No.
No. Not calling plays. No, but I'm saying.
Defense?
Yeah.
Maybe. But that's what I'm saying. The whole thing we was just talking about with Ed Reed, you know, to go put that tweet out and say, hey, I am a coach. So it's just, I'm just saying, like, he chief of staff. Hey, he don't want to just be chief of staff. He want to coach. Well, let's give him coaching.
Brother Jay Blaze, what you say? He said he talked to E. Said he did not want to be a coach. He is in the chief of staff position, and going back and coaching would be like demotion. He will rather be in a administration position.
Well, I don't get that because you know he put that tweet out saying he said NFL and hashtag colleges. I am a coach. I don't get that. And, I mean, brother Jay Blaze. I mean, I get it. You say he talked to him. I'm just saying I don't get that. I don't know.
Yeah, what was up with that, Brother Jay? I mean, you know anything about that tweet that he sent out? I mean, what was he actually saying in that tweet, Brother Blaze? Josh Ayers.
And I get that it would be like a demotion because you chief of staff.
Right.
I get that part. And I mean, that's I get that.
But it's just what he said in the tweet. It's just what he said in the tweet. I totally understand.
I'm just going about what he said in the tweet. He want to coach, so I'm
Right.
like, well.
Right, I totally agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Josh Ayers. Here's the irony. When Shoops was at Mississippi State, he changed the defense to a 4-2-5. The year after, Manny came in as D coordinator. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right.
That's what we run.
Yeah, that's what we run. Oh.
Interesting. So there's a lot of familiarity, right?
Right. David Franklin, what's going on, big dog? Shout out to everybody, man, that's in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody joining You Talk tonight. It's a Friday night, man. We're talking Cane football, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah, I'm with you, man. I seen the tweet, and I was just like, damn, man, Ed Reed trying to say something. And I thought he was talking about actually possibly wanting to be a coach because he was like, man, you know, I am a coach. And I'm like, I just didn't understand. I didn't understand.
I don't get it either.
I was like, well, right.
I don't want him to lead I don't want him to lead the program no time soon.
Hey.
I need 2-3 more years. We need one of these damn championships under our belt. I feel like we can get one within the next two years, man. I'm telling you.
Man, I think we almost there, man. I think that we are almost, what'd he say? Brother Jay Blaze just told us. Let's say at the college level. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's what's up. Okay, so appreciate that, Brother Jay Blaze.
So basically, so here's my thinking now that you say that, Brother Jay Blaze. On the college level, he ain't taking no position. He want to be a head coach because he see Deion Prime that went to Jackson State, and you know he a head coach at Jackson State. I'm pretty sure that Ed is like, I don't want to be no position coach. I'll be one in the NFL. He'll take a positions coach or a coordinator coach in the NFL. But I get it. He wouldn't take one in college. And I get that. Like you say, chief of staff would be at the most. I mean, being a chief of staff, a position coach or a coordinator coach would probably be at the most. I get it.
Jay Blaze say, I'm sure that he meant something else with the tweet. No doubt. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what it is. Yeah, man. I mean, like I say, man, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's getting, it's crazy, man. I think that Manny is hiring the right guys. I really do, man. I like the hire, and I like the hire with the T-Rob. I like the hire with Shoot, man. I think that he's making all of the right moves. I just hope that it would translate over to the football field. I want guys to be able to be coached up, and I think we got the right guys in place to make this go, E. And I'm ready to see it already, man. I was ready for the 2020 season last year, E. Now I'm ready for this year, E. I'm ready to see it. I want to see it on the field, E. Gray. I want to see it. I want to see it, man. I mean, the playoffs, man.
Well, you know it.
It'll be here before we know it, bro. It'll be here before we know it. I mean, the way time flying, man, it's just crazy, man. And I think the Shoop hire, man, is going to be interesting, man. Like they say, he's going to be an analyst. And you know, hopefully, man, Manny, like you say, put all of these guys together, man, and just work their brain, man, and let's get this defense right. I think the offense is going to take another step forward this year. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, if D'Eriq King is healthy. I just hope D'Eriq King is healthy by the first game of the season, bro.
Right.
Miami Flow in the building, man. Kane up in the building. Kane up in the building, man. That's all I got. What's up, boys? Kane Flow, what's up, boy? I want to stop by and show love, man. You always do, man. Miami Flow, man. Appreciate that, big dog. Josh Ayers, I think the new coaches will make these boys alpha dogs instead of hot dogs.
I agree.
Josh, your ass crazy, John. Yeah, man.
We didn't have enough dogs. We didn't have enough alpha dogs last year.
We didn't.
Hopefully that changes this year. But I'm excited. Spring's almost here.
It's almost here, bro. It's almost here. I mean, my thing is, do you think that the defense will take a step forward this year? What you think? You think the defense going, with everything that we done, you think that the defense going to take a step forward?
I think so, man.
Yeah. What do you guys think? What y'all think, man? You think we'll have a top I ain't gonna say a top 10 defense, man. I think that's I don't know. Top 10, top 15 defense this year with all the new coaches that we done added. What you guys think? Top 10 or top 15 defense?
Get better at the linebacker position. It depends. It depends on the progress with the linebacker.
That's gonna be the big
and
question.
It depends on how effective we can be rushing off the ends. If we can get pass rush, be better at the linebackers. I think we fine on interior. I think we fine in the secondary. I think we'll get better in the secondary. I just need the middle of that field get a little bit better. Either way, we're going in the right direction. I think we're going to be fine.
Most definitely. Hold on. Cuban can't say he wants to see my shirt. Hold on real quick. There you go, Cuban. You say you want to see that real quick. There you go, Cuban Kane. It look better than that Miami Dolphins stuff you be wearing, Cuban Kane. I'm just saying. Josh Ayers say, what you say? Gold White, you said a top 20 D? Okay. Josh Ayers, move Carter to linebacker. We've been screaming this, man, since I started this show.
Yeah, so he can stop getting them down on getting kicked out of the damn game.
Yeah, man. I think Amari Carter would transition, man, over to linebacker. I think it'll be a smooth transition, man. I really do. I would love to see them put Amari Carter at linebacker, brother. I would love to see that. Yeah. Brother Blaze say, you got it. That's exactly what it is, E. Is chilling. And is comfortable out his position right now. He comfortable at his position right now. That's what's up, man. I'm just glad he with the damn program. I'm just glad he with the program, brother Jay.
Just please stay.
Yeah. The boy tell him don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I see top 20. Y'all give me some more, man. What we gonna be? Top 10, top 20, top 15 D? What y'all looking at? I'm gonna say with Jeff Simpson coming back, man. If he can get that D line, man, to get back to what it was when he was here the first time. I'm going top 10, E. I'm going to jump off the porch, E. Top 10 defense, Jeff Simpson coming back. Top 10 defense, Jeff Simpson coming back. But it does depend on the linebackers, though. I still say
it depends on the linebackers and pass rush, but you feeling a little froggy now that Blake Baker gonna look at you.
You see me, right? Hey, you know I went. Hey, if he was still here, but you know I went. Hey, he went out of the top 50. Cuban Kane say 9-3 next year. 9-3, man. E, what you predicting next year? What you predicting 9-3?
Man, we're going undefeated. I answer that question after Bama.
Oh, man.
Let's see how spring and summer go and how I feel about us going into the Bama game. And after the Bama game, we'll see from there.
Miami Flo say he agree with Cuban Kane at 9-3. Damn, let me see. Let me see what I'm going to go with, man. Damn, E. I'm going to say, because E, we go to Michigan State, man. And I mean, like I say, that's on the road. I'm going to say 8-4, E. I hope it's better. I'm going to say 8-4. What you got, E?
I told you.
You gonna wait down for the Alabama game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. JR, you say 10-2. JR, who you got the 2 losses coming to? Cuban Kane, who you got your losses coming from? I'm saying 8-4. I'm gonna go in and give you my losses, man. I'm gonna go just to aggravate the little over the top boy that I got on here with me. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be a score. Put your neck to the side for me. I don't care because you're mad. Go wild. I don't care because he's mad. Go wild. I don't care because he get mad. He can call me Debbie Downer. What he call me? Go wild. Debbie Downer. What my name is? Nancy. What you call me?
Negative Nancy.
Yeah. Negative Nancy, man. So I'm gonna make over the top E man mad with mine, man. I'm gonna say, man, Alabama, man. I'm gonna still say I don't know. I hope we can beat them, man. I hope we can beat them. Michigan State. You still got to show me that you can beat North Carolina. And let me see that last game going to be kind of tricky too, E, man. Who that, I don't know, man. E, I might have to say 9-3 too. I think that we should be able to handle our business. I'm going to go 9-3. I'm going to say 9-3 with you guys. 9-3. That's what I'm going to go. But those are my losses that I think. JR said Bama and North Carolina. Cuban Kane say Bama, North Carolina, and a random loss. See, I got that. My random loss, Cuban Kane, is going to be Michigan State on the road, but I hope that we can play them good on the
I
road.
feel like we're going to lose to North Carolina. Fuck North Carolina.
Okay, we just got.
They ran down our throat.
Yeah. That's exactly why we said it. Ain't nobody care because you be getting all loud and man. They got ran through. They gave up a total of 700 and some yards, man. Why would we be optimistic about that, E. Gray? What? What's the problem?
Because you just screaming how we got a top defense. You going to talk about top 10 defense, but you scared of North Carolina.
I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it yet, E. I ain't seen it yet, E. And Marvin Flo said Michigan State is at home. Oh, I thought it was on the road. I thought we had to go to Michigan State. Okay. I say 10-2 if it's home. I say 10-2. I thought we had to go on the road and play Michigan State. We play UNC after a bye.
I'm like Jefferson. We beat Bama, we can go undefeated. We kick Bama ass. I don't think nobody can touch us, man.
Who said
just that bravado that it would give us, man. I think that takes us over the edge, man. Takes us right into conference play. We'll be fine, man.
Josh said away games is Florida State, Duke, Pitt, and the Tar Heels. Okay. Yeah, I thought we went to Michigan State. Okay. Man, Brother Blaze, man, I think, I'm ready to see him too, man. He was hurt last year. Avante Williams, man. I can't wait to see him neither, man. Avante Williams, I think, is going to be a good player too, man. That safety, man. We staked that safety, man. We staked that safety. I mean, I'm going with Bolden and Cam Kitchens, though, as my starters. That's who I'm going to go with, man, at safety next year. Cam Kitchens and Bubba Bolden. Now, James Williams can come in there, man, too, man. And I think James Williams, he's a freshman. He's going to be, that's the other 5-star, ain't it? James Williams. Brother Blaze, got a question for everybody. When we beat Bama, what do you think that would do for the program? Of course, I think
like I said earlier, it'll take us to the next level, man. Just give us that bravado, man. It'll give us that bravado. It'll put the nation on notice that we here. We here.
I mean,
it'll do a lot.
I think it'll do a lot, but I still think, like you guys say, man, they done lost a lot. I think that we should be able to play with Bama. I think that we actually have a chance to beat Bama. I mean, it's y'all saying that. I mean, we got a returning. All the guys on the offensive line, they coming back. Second year in the program at Red Lashley. I mean, we should be feeling good about ourselves going into Alabama. So we should be able to compete. We'll see. I hope we can compete, man. It's here in Atlanta. I don't know if I'm still going to the game or not. So I think I'm going to watch it from the high because COVID's still hanging around here. I don't think I'm going. So I'll be watching it from the crib. So I'm going to let E. Gray. You coming to the game, right, E. Gray? Coming down to Atlanta?
Lord willing.
Yeah, if I'm here, I'll be home. I ain't watching. I ain't going to the game. Brother Jay Blake.
Man, we'll see.
Yeah. So what is this, September 4th?
Yep.
Josh Ayers. Pity is the trap game. Miami sucks in the cold. And that game is on 10:30. Oh, October 10:30. Okay. Oh, man, I forgot, Mother. I'm sorry, man. Shout out to my Uncle Eddie down there in Miami Gardens, Florida. Happy birthday, Unc. I ain't talked to you all day, man. Happy birthday, Unc, man. Happy birthday to you, man. Love you. Man. What else you got for me? You got a question you want to throw out there for the chat line?
Nah, that's it, man. I think we done hit it all.
All right, man. All right, you guys. Look here, man. It's time for me to eat my tacos, man. Tacos and movie night tonight, man. It's been a pleasure, man. I mean, like I say, we're gonna go every 2 weeks. We'll put a video out on Sunday and upload, man, a video, man, on the next topic we'll be talking about. Every 2 weeks, man, we're gonna be doing a show. So, E. Gray, I'm gonna let you say some departing words before we get out of here.
I think we moving in the right direction. Y'all don't get too crazy looking at the schedule. We got a lot of ways to go. We got spring practice to go. We got summer to go. So, it is what it is. We just, we keep getting these hires. Hopefully we, signing day will be good for us next week. And hopefully we may get another surprise here and there with the transfer portal. So we'll see, man. Feels great to be a Cane, as always.
Most definitely, man. Everybody, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Tuning into the show tonight, like always, man. Enjoyed you guys, man. Like I say, every 2 weeks we'll be doing a show. So everybody, man, have a great weekend, man. Stay safe. Love you guys, man. Appreciate it, man. So it's all about the you over here, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Miami Flow. Caned up, man. Thank you, brother. All right, man. So y'all know how we start every show. And y'all know how we end every show. It ain't no us. Without you, baby.
You, baby.
Hey, you guys take care, man. Good weekend. Everybody stay safe. Love
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
It's you talk, baby.